Alright, hello everybody, and welcome into the RNGIDP channel, and welcome into another night of baseball. Yes, this is some hashtag late night strat getting started from the Mountain Time Zone. Welcome into another Game Day 16 matchup. This one I'm excited about, and I'm excited about all of them, I should say. But this one, I'm not going to say I'm partial, but Colorado is where I'm at, and Colorado is where I'm from. So we've got the Colorado team going, and invariably, I want them to win. So tonight we've got Colorado traveling to St. Louis to take on the the Carbink, excuse me. Colorado comes into this game having won 3 in a row, improving the record to 5-9. And they're out of 14th place now. They passed up Philadelphia and are moved up to 13th. They travel to St. Louis to St. Louis is 9-5 right now. They sit in 3rd in the KL, 2 games back of Pittsburgh and Milwaukee. And so tonight, excuse me, just getting started here. A little scatterbrained to start the thing, but we're ready to roll. Jerry Ball is here with me. Jerry, what's up? Hopefully everything's going well tonight. What happened last night? Yeah, we had a night off last night. It was a long day, including my kid going to the ER for a little while. He took a fall at school right on his head, so he got a couple of stitches. So it was a long day. Left work, had to go back to work. Worked a little bit late, and I just was tired. Nothing major, nothing serious, but I was just tired, so I went to bed. But tonight, the suspense has even grown further because Colorado and St. Louis. St. Louis has probably my favorite player in this league so far, and we'll get to see him here tonight. So without further ado, let me show you the starting pitcher for St. Louis. Jake Arrieta, he pitched in 21 innings so far. He's been pretty good, 2-0 on the season. He's given up 17 hits, 8 earned runs. He's struck out 27, which, if I'm correct, let me double check the numbers there. He is in 2nd place in the KL with 27 strikeouts with only 2 walks. That's a 3.43 ERA and a whip of just under 1 at 0.90. So he's been pitching well. Colorado's been playing well. They've won 3 in a row. St. Louis, on the other hand, lost their last game in Miami 6-0. So these two teams, we'll see if the trend continues. This will be the lineup that will face St. Louis for Colorado. It looks a little something like this. No injuries for either side tonight, so full squad's going here tonight. And Jerry says he hopes my son is okay. He is. He's fine. We've had to tell him to stop jumping around on everything, because what do kids do? They jump around on stuff. Like, you got to take it easy for at least a couple days. Jace Peterson will lead off. Peterson is the second baseman leading off here, and he will bat. Let's see here. Where is he on my list here? Oh, there we go. Peterson has hit 226 so far with 4 doubles and 4 RBIs. Greg Polanco is the center fielder. Polanco's at 217. He's in the 2 spot. He's got 2 doubles and a triple. Victor Martinez is in the 3 spot with first base, the switch hitter. Victor Martinez is hitting 222. You notice a trend, these low averages for Colorado? Yep. Chris Coghlan is the cleanup hitter tonight, the left fielder. Coghlan's at 218. He's got 2 home runs. Andre Ethier will get another start. He's in right field tonight in the 5 spot in the order. Ethier is 6 for 15 in his limited starts, but he's started, I think, the 3rd game in a row now. Brad Miller continues to start again. He's the 3rd baseman. He's 5 for 20 in limited at bats. He took over for Andrew Romine at 3rd and hasn't looked back. Ian Desmond is the shortstop in the 7th spot. Ian Desmond leads the team in home runs. He's got 4 out of the 7 total home runs for Colorado. Yeah, 7. Giancarlo Stanton has 7 by himself. Robinson Chirinos is the catcher, and he's 5 for 21 on the season. He does have 3 doubles, though. The pitcher is Corey Kluber, and he will bat 9th. So I think we're ready to go here. A nice night from St. Louis. I'm here in Denver. It was a nice day here, nice and sunny. I had to go downtown for work today and then rode the train back to the office, and I'm very glad it was a nice day. The walk from the station to my office building was a nice little walk, and I needed it. So Jake Arrieta is ready to roll. You'll notice on my score sheet, my dry erase marker that I usually write up here with, it blew up. So I'm going to play this game anyway, but there's a few black spots. So that just adds character to the score sheet. Chase Peterson, he's ready to swing away. And here we are against Jake Arrieta, and the first ball will be dribbled right out in front of the plate. Hank Conger will pop up out of his crouch, and he'll make the strong throw to first. And we're underway. And Jace Peterson is the first out of the ball game. Now it's Gregory Polanco. Polanco, he had been batting leadoff, but here he's in second right now, and he dribbles one to second, where Danny Espinosa resides, and he will make the strong throw to first, and there's quickly 2 away. As I mentioned, Jake Arrieta has been very good this season. And he will face Victor Martinez hitting from the left side, and he will catch him looking on a ball on the outside part of the plate. And it's 3 up, 3 down for Arrieta. And Colorado goes scoreless in the top of the first. Andre Ethier, Jerry Ball says, is a ASU Sun Devil and St. Mary's High School alumni in Phoenix. Oh, cool. Jerry's always got the Arizona connection going for us, and I didn't know that about. I shouldn't say that. I say that every time that I didn't know that. I don't think I know one ball player from the Arizona, so it's going to be a surprise every time, Jerry, and I appreciate it. So Corey Kluber will be the pitcher for Colorado. He's 0-1 on the season, 15 2/3 innings. He's given up 10 hits is all. 6 earned runs in those 15 2/3 innings. He struck out 25, so only 2 behind Jake Arrieta, and he's walked 4. So pretty similar numbers, except in the win column. His bats haven't helped him out in that regard. A 3.46 ERA and a 0.90 whip. St. Louis will line up this way. A little bit of a different lineup. Kevin Pillar continues to lead off. He's hitting .250 with a pair of doubles and a homer. Will Myers moves up to the 2 spot. This is the change. Will Myers is in the 2 spot. His .326 batting average has warranted that change. He's got 3 doubles and 5 homers. Those 5 homers leads the team, as so does his 12 RBI as well. Ryan Howard is the first baseman. Ryan Howard is amongst the league leaders. He's got a .400 average. That is good for 3rd in the KL. So he's hitting 3rd, and the first baseman, Ryan Howard, has, let's see here, 8 doubles. 8 doubles, which is first in the KL. 4 homers and 11 RBI. J.D. Martinez is the cleanup man. He's the right fielder. J.D. Martinez is hitting .305 with 3 homers. Behind him will be Hammer and Hank Conger, the catcher. Hank Conger with a .346 average with 4 homers and 8 RBI. Starlin Castro is the shortstop. Castro is hitting .232 with a homer. Danny Espinosa is the second baseman in the 7th spot in the lineup. The switch hitter is hitting .233 with a pair of doubles, a triple, and a homer. Eric Campbell will be the third baseman today. He is in that 8th spot, and it's for good reason. He's hitting .214 right now, though he does have 3 doubles. Jake Arrieta handles the bat pretty well. He's using the number 6 card, and he will be batting 9th. So I believe all the formalities are here and ready to roll, and so are we. Jerry giving a Go Colorado out to me. Hey, you know I'm rooting for Colorado. I play it straight, if you're wondering, but I'm rooting for him. Corey Kluber ready to lead off to Kevin Pillar. It's a 1-6, and Pillar gets underneath it, just a tad underneath. Pops it up to Ian Desmond at short. And there's one away. Will Myers now. Myers been hitting well, so he's going to try and sneak a few more at-bats for him from the 2 spot. It's a 5-4. That's a ground ball third base X. The third baseman is Brad Miller. We rolled a 7, so that's probably going to go to the E rating. He's a third base with a 4 range, and I'm right, it's an E rating. He's an E65. Oh boy. And we rolled a 6, so that's going to be an error. Brad Miller, B-Rad, kicks it, and Will Myers is going to be aboard at first. Not a great defender, I guess, for Brad Miller, as we've got an error here. So, a man aboard. That's Will Myers for Ryan Howard. And let's take a look at the catcher's arm. Robinson Chirinos is a -1 arm. They are going to have to hold him, so it'll be a 1-9 chance. Will Myers is a B stealer. So, no action going here. Howard is up to the bat. It's a 5-9, and Ryan Howard swings, or excuse me, he sees a pitch down in the zone, and he gets caught looking for the second out. And now it'll be up to J.D. Martinez after Corey Kluber strikes out Ryan Howard, and his average drops below 400 for the first time in a while. And J.D. Martinez with 2 outs. He'll swing and miss. And that's 3 outs. The error by Brad Miller is erased. Corey Kluber picks up his defense after the error, strikes out 2. And we go to 2 here from St. Louis. We move to the top of the second. Jake Arrieta will now face the 4, 5, 6 batters of Coughlin, Ethier, and Miller, all left-handers. Miller should try using his glove. Well, that works better in this sport. That's a 4-10, and this is a shortstop X chance. The shortstop is Starlin Castro. He is a 3-range shortstop. A 3-19. So Castro goes deep in the hole, but he's got a strong enough arm to throw it from there, and he will get Coughlin easily at first. One away here. Jake Arrieta moving quickly against these slew of lefties, and he gets easier to swing through that pitch, or excuse me, to look at that pitch. And there's 2 away. Second strikeout for Arrieta. And now Brad Miller, see if he can make up for that error. It was an 11. Either way, it's an out. This one is lifted out to center field. And Kevin Pillar tracks it down in short center field. It's another 1-2-3 inning for Jake Arrieta. Scoreless through 1 1 1/3. And Corey Kluber will come back out. This is going to be a tight matchup. These are 2 good pitchers going at it. Hank Conger, hammering Hank Conger. Nobody wants to pitch to him, and he draws a walk. So Corey Kluber's heard about hammering Hank Conger through the grapevine, and he walks the slugger. So Starlin Castro is up. Castro will see the pitch. It's a 1-6. This one's lifted out to center field. No problem for Gregory Polanco, and there's 1 away. Jerry Ball checking in tonight. My dry erase marker exploded when I was writing the question of the day, and Danny Espinosa comes up. It's a 5-7, and he sees the pitch down in the strike zone. Doesn't swing at it. It's called a strike. And that's the third strikeout for Corey Kluber. It'll be Eric Campbell up to the plate now with 2 outs. Runner on first, that's Hank Conger. So as I was writing it, it blew up. And the question was going to be, do you have a favorite team in this series so far? You guys have seen each team probably a good 3 or 4 times now on the channel. And I'm wondering if you guys have taken a liking to any of the rosters you've seen. Eric Campbell now, 2 outs. It's a 1-8. And that one is going to be lifted. A lazy fly ball out to Polanco. And he barely moves and will make the catch. So the leadoff walk to Hank Conger. And he's stranded at first. And we move to the third. It's a good pitching matchup, as Jerry Ball says. Jake Arrieta's turn now to face the bottom of the order. Desmond, Chirinos, and then Kluber. Desmond, he hits one out to right field. That's a 16 for J.D. Martinez. Martinez is a 3-range right fielder. A 3-16, and he will make the catch in shallow right field. Makes a sliding grab, and Desmond is out. Now it's Robinson Chirinos. He rolls a 5-8, and a 5-8 is a second base X chance. The second baseman is Danny Espinosa. I believe he's a 1. He is. A 1-7 may go to his E rating anyway. And it's just on the border of his E rating, and he's able to make the snag from the outfield grass. Throw it from one knee as side armor in order to get the slow-running catcher, Robinson Chirinos. And now it'll be Corey Kluber with 2 outs, nobody on. This is a 3-7, and he dribbles one over to Espinosa. This one's a much easier play. He takes a few steps, grabs the ball, pats his glove, and wheels one over to first. And that'll be the end of the top of the third. Arrieta has sat him down in order for 3 in a row. And we go to the bottom of the third, where Corey Kluber will get his chance. He will face the top of the order again. Pilar, Myers, and Howard. Or excuse me, he's got the pitcher first. Arrieta. This marker exploding threw me off here. Arrieta, Pilar, and Myers. I need to call another marker up out of the bullpen. I do. I have one, but by then I was already mad at the markers, so I just said screw it. All right, so Arrieta leads off. He's a pretty good hitter. You got to watch out for him. Normal power. This one is hit sharply to short. Ian Desmond will have to make a good play on it. He's a 3-range shortstop, a 3-19. Desmond's going to get there, and he'll have plenty of arm to fire across the diamond and get Arrieta for the first out. Kevin Pilar now, he popped up to short his first time. Just got underneath it. And it's a 1-8, and this time he's going to swing through the pitch, and that'll be a strikeout. 4 of them now for Kluber, and there's 2 away. So it'll be up to Will Myers to extend this inning, and it's a 1, which is a good column for him, but no, it's bounced over to short. Ian Desmond is going to gobble this one up, and he'll get his man at first. So moving right along, we're scoreless through 3. Arrieta and Kluber, the story of the game so far, both of them pitching really well. Arrieta, he's got 2 strikeouts through the first 9 men faced. Kluber, he's got 4. Here, Arrieta will face the top of the order again. And it's a 5-10. This one is a third base X chance. This will be Eric Campbell's time to shine. It's hit down the line. And it's a third base 4. He's a 4-range third baseman. That's going to go to his E rating. He is an E32. And we rolled a 6. So a 3-9, that's going to be an error on Eric Campbell. So whatever Brad Miller can do at third, Eric Campbell can do better. He boots this one off the end of his glove on a diving play. And Jace Peterson is the first man to reach base. It'll be an error on Eric Campbell. So Peterson is aboard for Gregory Polanco. And Polanco will see a pitch from Arrieta. This one is a bouncer to second base. The second baseman, Espinosa, is a much better fielder than Campbell, so this one might actually be a chance to turn two. It's going to be a tough play. Espinosa ranging up the middle. He's a second base one. He's going to get there. He's going to barehand it and toss it over to short, where the shortstop Castro onto Howard, and that'll be a 4-6-3 double play. A nice play by the second baseman Espinosa, and that error is erased. So Arrieta gets that runner off the bases, and now it'll be Victor Martinez. Standing in from the left side, this one's hit to right field. J.D. Martinez determining his path to go grab it. He's a 3-range. A 317 is going to be a deep fly ball out to right, but Martinez took a good path, and he is able to track it down towards the warning track, and that is the third out. So still on pace is Arrieta, and we move to the bottom of the fourth. Corey Kluber now. And he will face Howard, Martinez, and Conger. Ryan Howard, he struck out his first time up, struck out looking. It's a 2-5, and he gets a hold of this one. This one is hit well. A 1-6 chance, and it'll be a homer. Ryan Howard, does he put one out here? It's a 9, so no, it's hit out to right field, but Andre Ethier at the track, at the wall, makes the grab. And that's just a long out. Howard thought he had it, but the air here in St. Louis is heavy today and keeps it in the ballpark. J.D. Martinez, he struck out his first time. And he's going to be caught looking on a pitch on the outside corner. That's 2 strikeouts for Martinez, the 5th one for Kluber, and there's 2 away. Now, Hammer and Hank Conger. Corey Kluber just gave him the free pass last time. Here, he sees the pitch, and he will swing at the pitch. He won't hit the pitch, and that is the third out of the inning. So we're through 4. Corey Kluber has 6 strikeouts, and we move to the top of the 5th. Jake Arrieta doing his thing. He will face Coughlin, Ethier, and Miller. It's a 1-6, and Coughlin draws a walk. So the leadoff man is aboard, Coughlin. And this is where it gets fun, because our boy, Hammer and Hank Conger, this is the St. Louis Achilles heel. And if this is your first time on the channel, this is why. He is a +4 on his arm. So why would we have him in the lineup, you say? Well, did you hear me when I told you what his batting average was and how many extra base hits he has? That's why. So Chris Coughlin is a B-stealer. They got to hold everybody. So that'll bring it down to a 1-10. But with the +4 arm, Chris Coughlin is feeling good. A 1-14. And so he leads off, and he's going to take off. And, oh, wow, it's a 20. And this is why this guy is so fun, because he has the worst odds, and he's always rolling high numbers to get the runner. That is a 20, and Hank Conger erases Chris Coughlin for the first out. And, oh, man, I just love using this guy because he's so lucky on the rolls. A 1-14 there. We rolled a 20. So Coughlin gets the fire hose and is hosed out at second. Andre Ethier now. It's a 2-8, and that's going to be a single. So it's a good thing that Hank Conger threw him out at second, because that would have scored a run. That's a single 2-star. So it's the first base hit that Arrieta has given up here, and it's the top of the 5th. So Ethier is aboard, 1 out, and now it's Brad Miller. Brad Miller's, it's a 6-3. Oh no, he's going to dribble one to second base. And Espinosa's going to charge on it. He'll fire it to second, where the strong throw from Castro over to first in the dirt, but Howard scoops it, and it's another 4-6-3 double play. Ethier erased at second, and Miller erased at first. And Arrieta has faced the minimum through 5. We roll to the bottom of the 5th, but what a big, big defensive play by Hammer and Hank Conger, throwing out Chris Coughlin on what would have been an RBI single from Andre Ethier right after that. So we remain scoreless here in the bottom of the 5th. Corey Kluber will face Castro, Espinosa, and Campbell, and it's a 2-10. This is going to be a base hit, a 1-17, and it'll be a double. It is. Starlin Castro leads off the bottom of the 5th with a double. And that is the first hit of the ball game for St. Louis here in the bottom of the 5th. Now it'll be Danny Espinosa, and then Campbell and Arrieta. Espinosa is a B bunter. He may just actually... He's going to hit away here. It's a 1-2. A 1-2 is a single to center field. The 2 hits given up in the ball game, and both of them come here back to back. And will Castro try and steal a run here from second? This was hit to center field. That is Gregory Polanco. He's a -4 arm as Polanco. Castro's a 1-13 runner. They were holding Castro. And let's see here, 1-13, a 1-12, and a -8, or excuse me, a -4. So no, they're not going to send Castro from third, but Espinosa is on first, Castro on third, and we've got ourselves a situation for Colorado. Runners on the corners, nobody out. Eric Campbell is at the plate. And what do we do here? Campbell, he flew out to center his first time. They're going to bring the infield in. Infield is in, looking to cut the runoff at the plate. It's a 1-6, and Campbell's going to swing and miss. They'll be 1 away. 7 strikeout for Kluber. He needed that strikeout right there. And it'll be Jake Arrieta. Don't be fooled, Arrieta. He can hit a couple of homers. He's got a normal power. He's got his 11 and his 12 on the 2 are home runs. The infield is back. They're going to try and double him up here. And this will be a 3-4. And he swings and misses. So Arrieta was swinging for the fences, looking to try and help himself. But he gets no baseball. And now there's 2 away. The infielders can return to normal depth, and Corey Kluber is doing a good job here to get out of this mess he created for himself. 8 strikeouts now, and there's 2 away. Kevin Pillar is 0 for 2. He's got a strikeout. Kluber back on the mound. He gets the sign, and the pitch, it's a 5-8. And a 1-4, and this will be a double. Otherwise, it'll get him out of the inning with a fly ball out to left field. This is Will Myers tracking it down, and it's a 10. Will Myers out in left field is able to make the play. Excuse me, not Will Myers. That's Chris Coughlin. I was looking at the wrong team. Chris Coughlin able to make the play, and Corey Kluber gets out of the jam. No runs scored with runners on the corners and nobody out. And we are through the fifth scoreless. A little drama here in the fifth after the teams were cruising for 4 innings. Now Jake Arrieta comes back out, and he'll face the 7, 8, 9 batters of Desmond, Chirinos, and Kluber. I think I've converted Jerry Ball into a Hank Conger fan just through my excitement, I think. And Ian Desmond sees the pitch and doesn't swing, and it's called a strike 3. That's a strikeout for Jake Arrieta, only his 3rd of the day. 1 out here, and Robinson Chirinos is up. He's 0 for 1. It's a 3-8, and Chirinos strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Arrieta, and there's 2 away. Corey Kluber is going to get the call to bat for himself here with nobody out. And a 2-7 is going to be another strikeout. So Arrieta strikes out the side here in the top of the 6th. And that is 5 strikeouts now for Arrieta. And we move to the bottom of the 6th. And a quick inning for Arrieta. Just sat him down. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Corey Kluber now will face Myers, Howard, and Martinez. 0 for 6 are the 3 against Kluber. And this is a 4-10, and he lifts one out to right field, about medium depth. But the right fielder, Andre Ethier, is going to make the grab. And there's 1 away. Ryan Howard now. His average is under 400. It's a 2-7 is a 1-14 double chance, so Howard may get a hit here. It's a 16. He doesn't. The left fielder Coughlin tracks it down. And oh boy, the offense continues to struggle here. Jerry says after 3 complete here, the 77 Cubs 0, the 77 Giants 0. Yeah, you're right. Back in the dead ball era for those. JD Martinez is 0 for 2. Both of those came on strikeouts. And there's the 3rd time. It's not the charm. It's another strikeout. Martinez having a rough day against Kluber. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Kluber to match Arrieta's. And we're through 6. Kluber, though, has 9 strikeouts on the day. Arrieta only has 5. He'll back to the top of the order. Peterson, he's 0 for 2. He did reach on an error, though, by Eric Campbell. And this time he dribbles one to second base. Espinoza has had a good day out in the field, and he'll make another play. And it's 1 away. Gregory Polanco, he's bounced out to Espinoza twice. One of those was a double play. This one, though, is in the black ink. That 2 is a good column for him. A 2-6, and he gets a hold of this one. A 1-12, and this one is out of here. 13-20, and it's a double. Gregory Polanco from the left-hand side puts a charge into it. It's a 5, and so it is gone. Polanco rocks one out of here and gives Colorado a 1-0 lead. And where did that come from? Polanco muscled one up. Pitch was on the middle of the plate, and he did not miss it. He barreled it up and struck it out of here. So it's a 1-0 ball game. Colorado takes the lead. Victor Martinez is the man up to the plate. 1 out here in the top of the 7th. And it's a 4-5, and that's going to be another strikeout. Caught looking for Martinez. And there's 2 away. Now Chris Coughlin. Coughlin, that's a good side there, and he draws a walk. So the second walk issued to Coughlin. He's been aboard twice. He was caught stealing back in the 5th inning. And this is Jake Arrieta's pitcher inning of weakness. He's given up a walk and a hit. So any other combination, and he'll be weak. Coughlin didn't learn his lesson once. He's leading off. He's getting a good lead. Will he go here with 2 outs? No, he's not. Ethier is going to swing. It's a 2-7, and Ethier dribbles 1 to second base. Espinosa is going to have another play, and he will make it at first. And that will end the inning, the top half of the 7th. But Colorado scores a run on Jake Arrieta, and that might be all it takes in this one. We'll see. Corey Kluber now will face Hank Conger, Starlin Castro, and Danny Espinosa. Conger's 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk. Can he do anything here? This is a 6-7, and Conger's going to get aboard. It's a double for Hammer and Hank Conger to lead off the the bottom of the 7th, and he does it again. Conger just... This card is funny, man. Look at this card. He had 200 at-bats, 11 homers, 11 doubles, on base of 311, slugging of 448. But this card is performing way more than that. The 1 column has come up so much. I love it. I love using this card. Hank Conger is at second with the leadoff double. So Corey Kluber finds himself in trouble here too. And he'll face Castro, who doubled his last time up. They're not holding Conger at first. He's not going anywhere. And Castro sees a pitch and just frozen. And he strikes out. That's the 10th strikeout for Kluber now. And Espinosa, who singled his last time up, he's also struck out. It'll be his turn to try and drive that run home. A 3-4, and that's going to be hit to the pitcher. The pitcher, Kluber, is going to grab it. Look, Conger back to second, and he'll fire to first with plenty of time. And there's 2 away. And now it'll be Eric Campbell. And will they go for a pinch hitter? They've got James Loney. They're going to go get a pinch hitter here. Eric Campbell has already committed an error. And so James Loney will pinch hit. We'll have to find a new third baseman after the pinch hit. But Loney is going to take over here with a man on second, 2 outs. Loney to pinch hit. It's a 5-8, and that is going to get the run home. A 5-8, that is a double, and James Loney with the pinch hit double will drive Hank Conger home from second, and we are tied up here in the bottom of the 7th. Corey Kluber with a leadoff double for Hank Conger gets the next 2 batters in a row, and then the pinch hitter, James Loney, drives home the run with a double, and it's a 1-1 ball game. Hank Conger's doing it again with the bat and the arm, scoring the tying run here in the bottom of the 7th. There's still a man on second. That's Loney, and it'll be Arrieta to keep pitching. It's a 1-11, and that one is bounced to short. But that'll end the inning. But not before they tie it. It's a 1-1 ball game as we move to the 8th. Jerry says, way to go, Hank. Yeah, he's got the fever. Arrieta will face Miller, Desmond, and Chirinos. And if anybody reaches, the pitcher is due up. We'll see if Kluber will continue. And this one is hit to second. And guess who again? That's Espinosa. And there's 1 away. Let me just count the amount of plays Espinosa has made. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 plays so far that Espinosa has made. Pretty crazy. And now Ian Desmond It's a 6-7, and he gets caught looking on a pitch on the outside corner. Second time that's happened to him. 7 strikeouts now for Arrieta. And now it'll be Robinson Chirinos. He's 0 for 2. And this one is a strikeout. So Arrieta still working pretty good here. 8 strikeouts now. And he is through the 8th. It's a 1-1 ball game as we go to the bottom of the 8th. Corey Kluber gave up a pair of doubles in the 7th to give the lead up. And now it's the top of the order. Pilar, Myers, and Howard. Will Corey Kluber get the chance to come on here? Let's take a look. He will not. They're going to pull the double switch. So Kurt Suzuki is going to come in for Corey Kluber on the double switch. The pitcher spot goes to the 8 hole. And the new pitcher, let's take a look for Colorado. It will be Ken Giles. So the righty, Ken Giles, comes out of the pen. Kluber, he went 7 innings. He gave up 1, 2, 3, 4 hits is all. 1 run. He struck out 10 batters. And he walked only one batter. So an excellent start for Kluber, but he's not in line to get the win today. And Ken Giles will take over on the double switch to face Pilar, Myers, and Howard. So Giles with his first man here. This will be Kevin Pilar, and that's a good column, but it's hit out to center field, and Kevin Pilar will fly out to Gregory Polanco. 1 away. Now it's Will Myers. Myers is 0 for 3 in his new spot, the 2 spot. And this is a 1-5, and Myers draws a walk. Let's take a look at the new catcher's arm. The new catcher is Kurt Suzuki, and he's a +2 arm. So Myers is a B stealer. They're going to have to hold him. But it'll be a 1-12 to try and steal. With Ryan Howard up to the plate, 1 out. Would they try and steal here? 1-12, and they will try it. Hello, Clinton Parks joining in here. And I think Will Myers is getting a little itchy here. He doesn't want to get into a double play from Ryan Howard. So a 1-12, he's going to try and steal. A 1-12, it's a 6, and so Will Myers swipes the bag. That's a stolen base. And now they got something cooking here. Would they just give Howard the free pass and go get a righty, J.D. Martinez, who struck out 3 times today? No, they're not going to do that. Howard's 0 for 3. And so they'll pitch to Howard. It's a 3-9, and he strikes out. So Ken Giles battling back. That's the first strikeout for him, and there's 2 outs. And it will be J.D. Martinez to try and drive this run home. Will Myers reached on a walk, stole second, and now J.D. Martinez, who's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts, has a chance to play hero here anyway. It's a 4-5, and he might drive this run home. It's a 7. It's a single 2-star, and so J.D. Martinez who was 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. He drives the run home from second. Will Myers playing a little small ball, manufacturing runs. Martinez hits a single, and that will score the run. Myers from second, and it's 2-1. St. Louis takes the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. St. Louis, let's look at who their closer is. It's Vizcaino. He's warming. And it'll be Hank Conger with runner on first. That's Martinez. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th. Ken Giles is giving up the lead here. And Conger strikes out. So Giles gets Conger to end the inning, but he also gives up the lead. Giles on a walk that comes back to hurt him. Myers stole second, being aggressive. And St. Louis has scored 2 in the last 2 innings. And Clinton Park says, do we have free B baseball coming? Well, we did until Myers just went all Ricky Henderson and stole second and then scored on a single to give St. Louis the lead here to moving to the top of the 9th. Jake Arrieta will face Suzuki, Peterson, and Polanco. Will he be given the opportunity to do so? Or will Adoris Vizcaino... No, they're going to let Arrieta keep going here. Arrieta has retired the last 4 batters he's faced. The only real knock against him was that home run from Polanco. So Suzuki will bat. It's a 2-6, and he gets underneath one, and this one is lifted to the shortstop, Castro, and he'll put this one away. Ken Giles, former Yavapai College Rough Rider, is having a rough time here as he gave up the lead here in the bottom of the 8th. And Jace Peterson will now face... Well, will he? Let's take a look. Peterson is 0 for 3. They're going to pinch hit for Peterson. And it'll be Marlon Byrd coming out the Can you hear me now? There we go. I think. So this has been a fun one. Sorry, Jerry, I lost sound, but thank you for screaming in the chat so that I would know. I always wonder, if nobody's here watching me and I lose audio, will I ever know? I don't think I would, so thank you, Jerry, for pointing that out. I was just talking about who would be the player of the game for you. Jake Arrieta went 9 innings, gave up 2 hits is all, with 1 earned run. So he is the leader in the clubhouse to be the player of the game. You can also look on the offensive side. Hank Conger had the big double to lead off the 7th and scored the tying run. Will Myers had the walk and a stolen base in the game-winning run. But I think you got to go with Jake Arrieta here, right? He gets the win and only gives up 2 hits. If you have a different player of the game, let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think. But I think Jake Arrieta is a solid choice. He moves to, let's see, Jake Arrieta on the season was 2-0. He's now 3-0. That'll drop his ERA quite a bit. The loss goes to Ken Giles. A tough one for the Rough Rider, and Jerry, I'm sorry, your boy gave up the game losing run. Ken Giles now is, let's take a look. He's 1-1 now, and that'll do it for me. You still can't hear me? I thought you could hear me. Hold on. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? How about now? I'm sorry, Jerry. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? And at home, can you hear me? Anybody? Well, that'll wrap it up here. I'm sorry that we're having audio issues. My program that I use to record is OBS. And sometimes it just doesn't do what I want it to do. So I'm going to sign. I'm going to just write it here. I'll write it. Thank you. And so we'll take it easy. Have a good night. And tomorrow the game will be Los Angeles against Pittsburgh, Paxton against Whistler. Lots of injuries for both of these teams, so it should be a good one, though. Pittsburgh is leading the KL. Los Angeles in 8th place. So looking forward to that one. Happy that you are here with me for this one. Until next time, have a good night.